Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the Conquest of the Assembly here in Age of Wonders Planetfall. We are, I think, doing pretty well on approaching our goal. Our research rate is not exactly what it needs to be, but as long as we can keep murdering people and dragging the secrets from their flesh, I think we'll be okay. Also, we've basically not met any other players. Like, we saw Secto a little bit. Oh, he's got a proposal for us. Contact information for a Vanguard commander, another player of the Vanguard race, and establish a relationship. Their location will not be revealed, but diplomatic interactions will be enabled. That's interesting. That's a cool thing to be able to trade. I think, down for this. Right? Because we don't care about our power that much. You make a lot of power very quickly. Is that a scar or a tattoo that she's got on her forehead there? I think it's a scar. It looks like maybe a burn. Maybe she got, like, really overzealous while she was making some popcorn or something. It happens to everybody. Claudius Proton, you've got a snowball's chance in hell to convince me you're nothing but a lowlife. Wait, you've got a snowball's chance in hell to convince me but I don't want to convince you that I'm nothing but a lowlife. I would love it if you didn't think that. The Vanguard is all about second chances. How would you like to use yours? I can't understand what you're trying to get at all, but it's nice to meet you. We're all friends here until I build my doomsday weapon. So she does not care for me. I'm assuming that this starting opinion value is probably randomly generated, although it's possible, I suppose, that she's like, yeah, it doesn't say when we mouse over what's generating it. So it's probably just every time you meet a computer player, they just have a random first impression. If it was because of the Psyfish, for example, like she likes the Psyfish, I would accept it to be the case, or expect it to be the case that it would be notated here. Okay, well, we probably don't need to talk to you anymore. Let's have a chat with you. Any chance you'd be down for a non-aggression pact? Yeah, cool. Zombie robots and bugmen, friends forever. Secto publicly complimented you. We have a food happiness event, which I'm pretty excited about. That's a good one. The Autonoms would love it if we would terminate some rogue Autonoms over here. They'll give us some good stuff, too. I'm always down for a mission that awards industry. We are generally considered to be trustworthy. I wonder, how do we know who's reputable and who's disreputable? I'm not gonna stress about it too much. Alright, we finished Ruins Exploitation. The Imperial Ruins Analysis Station, actually, going to be a little bit useful for us at this point. What else do we want to research now? We picked up Environmental Conditioning. We do need to actually build the Botanical Gardens in a couple of places. We could go figure out what our existing sector's terrain types are a little bit more, or we could just gain more operation effectiveness. Operational prowess seems, or like operation effectiveness in general seems good, because operational prowess is cool, extra doctrines is cool. Void Tech allows for the capability of creating limited echo copies of people that can perform actual tasks, increasing colony resource output. Hey, that's a pretty clever way to use that. Just get more resources? That seems like a pretty good doctrine. I'm gonna research operation effectiveness first. And then we'll probably grab Quantum Gain once we have another slot to actually put the Doctrine in. Okay, you guys go into guard mode. You're not going anywhere for a while. You're just playing defense. We were going to try to knock out this nest, right? Do I want to wait until we can merge these armies up? I guess these guys don't really have anything else of great import to do, except that they could wander out here and just fight random people, because of course it is valuable to get more kills. More kills means more science. I think we'll just go for the 5-on-5. You can pick up that energy stash, but that's not going to help us kill these dudes. Yeah, let's just do it. We'll definitely take this one manually, but I'm relatively confident here. So I got some messages on Twitter from somebody helping me out with a couple of my points of ignorance. I should probably... Hold on. Sorry, this sound's going to drop out for a second while I navigate over to Twitter in a browser window. so that I can thank this person by name. If I was a professional, I would have done this beforehand. Kevin Nemeth, it looks like. Thank you very much. One of the things that I was told that I think is particularly useful is that when we mouse over an enemy and we get a hit percentage, let's, hold on, we're gonna have to get closer. The percentage it shows us is the full chance, or the chance to hit for full damage, and then there's a 25% chance to hit for a graze on top of that value. So that's a thing that I do wish that the UI made a little bit clearer. Although, you know, I'm sure it is the case that a lot of people worked really hard on figuring out how to make that information available, and the solution they came up with was what they feel is the best available one. Listen, I'm not a game UI designer. Yeah, I think we might be able to eliminate this front guy right away if this hits for full. Oof, that's a bad time for a whiff. Yeah, if that had hit for full, we might have been able to stack up enough. It would have been cool to kill him fast. Some kind of weird hit sound just playing constantly for some reason. So what do we want to do? A lot of these guys, I mean, they're all ranged, right? But they're all pretty short-ranged. Yeah, Magma Spit's not very powerful. Flame Jet, they have to be right on top of you to do it. So I guess the move here is just don't be in a place where they can do that. We'll come forward a little bit and try to make them move in toward us, see if we can get some decent overwatch off. What's the range on your pistol attacks? 7? So if we just move him to here and put him on overwatch, he might be able to get as many as 3 overwatch shots off. But we'd have to be pretty conservative with everybody else's movement. Could roll up to here. We do have to be a little bit more careful with the hero. I gotta remember, our Kirko heroes were actually pretty tough. Claudius Proton has 45 health and only 2 armor. He totally could get killed. I believe if he loses all his HP in battle, he doesn't, like, permanently die. But we do want him as part of this army. I think it would warp him back home after a couple of turns. And we don't have Overwatch available with him anymore. It was a pretty big loss from getting on the bike. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. Roll up to here, and then that would let us throw a grenade. Yeah, not in any place that actually matters. I guess we just stay back. Let's just take it easy. We'll hold off on the stim buff for the moment. Let them come toward us a little bit. They gotta move. They don't know this, obviously, but they gotta move fairly aggressively because they are going to be at a big disadvantage when we start getting tactical operations online. I do appreciate them grouping up like that. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. That Shredder Bomb's gonna be great. Oh, it's gonna be so good! How much damage does this grenade do? It's 11 damage to potentially 4 targets. Alright, let's start with the Shredder. Or do I want to do a Vortex Charge? It's more damage, gives us dimensional instability. Yeah, we probably want to do this. I don't think the battle's going to be long enough that we'll do 4 Shredder Bombs. That seems just very unfair. It seems extremely unfair that we can do that. And then, let's see, you have 5 health left, you have 13... 13 and 13. So the grenade's likely to get 1 kill, and then it's going to leave a bunch of them really wounded. These beetle guys explode when they die, right? Don't know if that does damage to friendlies or not. Let's see, we want to throw it on this hex, so we could run to here and then do it. And I mean, I may as well combat stim now. I can't imagine it's going to affect the grenade attack. Okay, that explosion totally did kill the guy in the middle. That was great. Speaking of explosions. 35%. Really, he's getting cover from this. You can see where the line turns yellow. Well, I do need to shoot twice in order to have a in order to have enough damage to kill that thing. I did not anticipate it was going to be difficult. Oh, the second one missed. That sucks. Alright, you can just run over and melee this guy, I think. I mean, we could just shotgun him with the other scavenger. And this dude can finish off the bigger guy in the back. That worked out pretty well. We can't rely on our enemies grouping up like that in general, I think, but it was nice of them to do it this time. Alright, we stop this far back because we do not want to get exploded. I was really hoping we were going to be able to use their shotgun on him. But it will have to do. You fools! Okay, and then we'll repair the sniper, I guess? So we're seeing a fair number of resistances on the dimensional instability application. It said it was strength 4, and it increases in strength every time you hit the same target with it repeatedly. So we still don't really have a great sense of what like a strength 4 or a strength 8 chance to inflict an effect is, but it seems like 12 is almost always and 4 is pretty regularly resisted. Getting at least a sense of it. And hey, look at that. We got a new unit. A Crystal Basher. He only has 24 move, which is a shame. If we roll him into this army, he's going to limit our move speed pretty badly. That said, he's also, like, quite a big dude. He is a tier 3 unit. Can sling his arc crystals. It's actually a fair amount of damage. 4 strength chance to apply stuns. His Wild Bash hits for 16. He's resistant to lots of kinds of damage, not biochemical. Cannot be affected by arc-based status or hazards. He provides cover to our other approaching units, although obviously grouping your units up to take advantage of stuff like that is awfully dangerous. Do I want to put him in the army and have him slow everybody down? You know what? He seems powerful enough. Let's do that. We also don't really want to interact with this right now, I don't think. Yeah, we want to hold on to our influence. So we don't quite have the movement necessary to pick up the pickup, but I guess we go in that direction. And then you guys can head off this way. Is this visitable? No. It would be nice if it was clearer at a glance which ones you got a bonus for visiting and which ones are just bonuses for building and exploiting. Do we want to build another colonizer? Do we need to expand even further? I don't know. Probably we should at some point, but I don't know if it should be this colony that does it. Let's get the happiness going, start getting free resources in. And the doctrine that we wanted to buy from the Autonom, if I'm remembering correctly, was... Oh, it's 54 now, because we're getting a price discount for our higher level of friendship, I guess. I thought it was 60. Well, I think we want to buy this, right? That seems like a great option. It's going to give us 10 more approval. So where are we at on that? Okay, favor is what it's called. We are at 25. We need 55 more to move up to integration. Okay, well, we'll keep doing quests for him. We'll keep making friends as best we can. Over here, we can see the, what's it called? The bug guy. I can't remember. Kirko. See the Kirko territory there. So I'm not 100% sure whether we actually want to wipe out the Psyfish or if we just want to keep killing their units whenever they appear, because we're getting pretty good benefit out of killing their units. Okay, we produced exploitation. Did we? Is that a thing? Let's definitely upgrade our sector. Upgrade to that one production sector that we have. The Autonom would like some energy. I am 100% down for that. Especially since we're about to get a bunch of energy for free. Is this also an energy stash? It is. We should be able to, I imagine, auto-combat that pretty safely. 15 more science, 63 more energy. Yeah, what is that? Oh, it's not clickable. It's just like a crate dragon skeleton that for some reason we do not get inspired by visiting. Okay, well, what do we want to do with these guys now? We're 3 turns off of being able to work another NX sector. I guess let's move this way. So I want to pick this up. And these guys are about to be a little bit too busy. We have a spawner here. You know, it's a low-risk battle, not a safe battle. Let's try to do this in a way that doesn't cost us units if we can. And of course, the great news here is that we have plenty of power, so lots of tactical operations available. These are the chain lightning dudes, right? Okay, it jumps within 2 hexes. It also doesn't do a huge amount of damage, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if we got chain lightninged a little bit, but we should try to prevent it. So try not to put the melee dudes within 2 tiles of each other as they approach. Wait, did it? I thought I moved this guy and then clicked defense mode on him, but it put this guy in defense mode. I guess it, after he moved, it changed my selection without me noticing? It'd be kind of a weird thing. You should probably just stay back because you're kind of fragile and really the only benefit you have here is healing. You can just charge way up. He doesn't get to be in defense mode, but this does put him out of chain lightning range. And then, we don't have any chance of actually doing any meaningful damage here, right? We could take one decent shot on that guy. There's no cover to move up to, sadly. Alright, an Overwatch here is probably not going to have any effect at all. Because they'll only move barely close enough to hit him. Oh, I can't put my dude down there. Hold on. I want to maybe move a little bit differently. The thing is, I don't really want to summon the creature right here. But you know what? If it baits them into coming a little bit further forward so that they can chain lightning him instead of him, that's actually probably to our benefit. If they want to get that double shot, they're going to have to pay for it with their safety. Okay, yeah, they're just going to shoot at him. That's not a big surprise. We'll fly forward and give him the heal next turn. And he's got high cover. It doesn't seem to be helping very much, but he's got it. Okay, like I said, I think it's to our benefit to get them to come forward this far. So let's figure this out. I do think that the very first thing we want to do is... The range on the heal is 3 hexes, so like over to here. Their flyer may attack us, but I don't really think I care that much. Oh! He has melee Overwatch. Right, it usually isn't an issue. Well, seems like a pretty good idea to do this. Well, 2 out of 3. It's about what we had to expect there. That is a shame, because we're basically like out of ranged attacks, right? Well, crud, is what I have to say about that. And they managed to spread out just enough that we do not get any multi-hits with our explosives. We could create a phase echo? No, we can't. You need 5 operation points to do that. Well, we'll have them soon. We're going up to 6, right? It looks like none of these are going to be particularly helpful in dealing with the flyer. We can just drop a vortex charge on somebody to do 16 damage to them, I guess? We can give somebody fast movement. All units within the 1 hex area gain fast movement and enemies are inflicted with slow movement. What exactly is the meaning of fast movement? Okay. Alright, helpful. Is that what the effect is called? Yeah, it totally is. Why is that not in the encyclopedia? Did I spell it wrong? Why would your encyclopedia thing not contain a named effect? Well... okay. Let's go right here. I know applying fast movement to this guy after his movement is over is not, like, super great, but this will let us get it on a couple of other people. Alright, so we'll warp time right here. Speed some of our other dudes up. But not the I'm trying to select the construct here. There we go. So 11 damage claw strike. I do think this is basically we just like run up on them and claw the hell out of this guy. We can probably kill this one this turn. We're opening ourselves up to a fair amount of chain lightning after the fact, which is a little frustrating, but there's not anything we can do about that. And it sucks that we can't double attack this guy with this golem. So we can kill him with this golem, but I was hoping to have this golem, you know, pressure the other ones a little bit. Yeah, I guess let's just be rid of him. And you can run at one of the other ones. Oh wait, this one? This guy is under control already next turn. I'm just very disappointed that we were not able to pull off a kill on that dude. I'm not too worried about the golems getting killed. I think they've got stuff under control here. I don't think the flyer is going to be able to kill our flyer. This is sort of what I was hoping would happen, was we would draw all their fire with the construct. Ooh. He totally could have killed me. He only didn't because of an unlucky miss. Well, you should probably disengage then. Let's see. I guess we'll start with this. I'm going to try to remember to do my ranged attacks first, then move my melee attackers in so that we're not accidentally providing cover for the enemies. I had to say, I do not feel like the golems we bought from our allies are actually all that good. They're fine, but I don't think they're as good as our units are. They're tough, but they also get hit a lot. They have 4 points of armor and 2 points of shielding, which means they can survive a lot of those hits that they're taking. Ooh, a Scorcher Rifle. 14 base damage with a chance to burn. That's not a bad weapon at all. And another Crystal Basher. This one might just go home. Join the defensive army. That's weird. Why can you not move? Oh, because all of the tiles around you contain either the river or some mountains. It's a lot of movement cost, actually. was going to say, everybody has at least 10 points, but that's apparently insufficient. This is really rough terrain. The ruins analysis station, I mean, we just build it everywhere, right? Because it has no upkeep cost. Doesn't hurt to have it, even in places that don't yet have ruins. Okay, so both of our slots are currently in use. But we want to drop scavengers in exchange for AI factory overseers. Okay, and that'll take a couple of turns to prime at our current strategic resource point production level. Okay. So we do still have to do this quest. That's not so far away. It is 4 enemy units, so I don't really want to come at them with the tiny army that's sitting in defense mode. Maybe we turn these guys around and put them toward it. They can probably get over there fast enough if they don't have to cross a river every turn. Where do we want to annex? I mean, there's a weapons factory right there. That does seem like a pretty good one. And then the smog pipes after that. We're getting that high-tier military research done with remarkable quickness. This doctrine that gives you research from combat seems really good. We've met Sina of House Timur. This is a syndicate person, which is not the same thing as the Vanguard. And they're both human, you know, so I could get confused. She also doesn't much care for me. Well, I don't know that I care that much how she feels about me. Hey you, how are you feeling about a defensive pact? Okay, it's good to have at least one friend, in case these other human people decide to get a little aggressive with us. Secto sent us a message. Okay, he wants us to keep getting friendlier. I am all the way down with that. So we're getting pretty deep in the tree already, considering how early it is in the game. I sort of just want to click on Dimensional Mastery. So Alter Reality would give us a Void Storm hazard is spawned in the target sector, reducing power income and happiness. Also applies dimensional instability to people, which we love doing. All non-Void Tech units in the sector take damage equal to 20% of their current health. Okay, that's interesting. On failure, the damage is still dealt. Why is there a... It doesn't say that there's a chance of failure. Right, like in that first block of text there. Okay, now the Void Storm also has a chance to apply dimensional instability. But it says on failure, the Void Storm does not spawn. I'm reading that chance to apply as a thing that happens if the Void Storm spawns. I mean, it says the Void Storm has a chance to apply it. So that certainly wouldn't happen if there wasn't a storm. And then also, Time Anomaly. Units in target army lose all of their move points. In addition, all of them are afflicted by very slow movement. Those are pretty expensive in terms of operation points, but we don't necessarily even want to do them. I just want to get access to the deep tech. Okay, what are you guys gonna do? It's an energy plant over there. It's an Imperial Standard, which I am told is in fact a level up. I guess we can have this guy turn around and claim Twisting Sands when we gain the next the next population point. So we'll grab this Imperial Standard. We'll maybe swing through the Paragon repair station here. And Holland Spur can be the next place that Fernzer picks up, I guess. We are spoiled for choice. We have a lot of really good sectors here. Yes, I do not care how the Skyfish feel about things. I suppose let's have this army visit the heavy weapons sector. Ammo up, everybody. So we probably don't need to be building any military units down here right this second. We do need to get our energy output up. We're actually starting to get close to our unit upkeep, so that's alright. I'm not too worried. So we're going to have to get some actual missions done for the Autonom because we are not accumulating influence very quickly. Buying our way into an alliance with them probably would not work. Our monitoring station over here was attacked by those guys, the Marauders. Okay, we're working on quantum gain, that's right, I set that up ahead of time. Cena of House Timur tried to energy siphon me. We should probably try to energy siphon her right back. I didn't actually note where where we caught vision of her from, so that's maybe... I meant to do it when we came out of the diplomatic menu with her, but I forgot. Oh, okay, here's some of her territory. So how does that work exactly? Let's try to figure that out. We want to energy siphon. It's going to cost influence, so let's queue up a monitor for this turn. Oh, it's already primed. I don't know if we have to have actual vision of her sector or what. So what do we want to build here? We want to build an industry exploitation. We are going to have to start paying attention to power soon, though. Oh, and we're actually very unhappy here. Fortunately, it's fixable. Well, it's a little fixable. I think we'll just pass on doing any more priming this turn. And I think we gotta prioritize the places that will allow us to... Yeah, the places that will allow us to increase our research rate. That's got to be our priority for the moment. So we can't just go over and fight the Psyfish, because we don't have the ability to go out on the water. We could come over with the intention of fighting these Psyfish, though. Where am I trying to get to? All the way over here? Yeah, we gotta get back to the road, man. Here, let's repair the golem real quick. This army, unfortunately, is slowed down by its hero, not a unit that we can really eject from the army to speed it up without significantly decreasing its murdery power. And you know how I feel about the murdery power. Claudius Proton, emotional being, autonom logical being, humanoid media rife with references to love, beyond simple biological mating. Query, what is love? Man, are we the wrong people to ask? What is compassion? Okay, let's research some compassion algorithms. I'm actually totally fine with that. It's only going to take us 2 turns to put it together, and that's assuming that we don't do any murdering. Ooh, okay, somebody just completed this. There is a war happening out there somewhere. Production costs down for core skirmisher and specialist units, or down for structures. I think Fernzer is far enough forward that this may well be a place that we're building a bunch of units. Let's go for the engineering guild here. And now that you've done this, I guess... No, go ahead and go home. I was going to have them maybe reinforce this army, but I think we got it under control. At least we certainly should. Down here in Hygiene Heights. You know, I get it. These mountains just look like such freshly brushed teeth. Apparently hygiene is important, even if you're a geological body. We have 5 turns to get over to this army. I mean, we're about to be on the road. It's going to speed up, right? Someday soon we will be on the road. Right, a production happiness event and an energy happiness event. Honestly, both pretty useful at the moment. Alright, let's mess up some sci-fish. Low risk, huh? Now, these chrysalis guys are a little bit dangerous. Let's just auto it. I don't need to be a part of this, personally. Okay. That was enough science to push us over. I'm not even paying attention to how much reputation we're getting. I really should be. Okay, this is Aya Sashimoto's territory. That's the Syndicate player? No, that's the Vanguard player. Recuperating. She just lost a battle. Well, I guess we know who's involved in all that warmongering. Oh, interesting. My opinion of her has changed for the negative. I don't feel like the game should be telling me what my opinion of people is, but do we get to see why? Is there any indication? Oh, she is using covert ops against us. That's right. She got caught. I was supposed to be prepping an energy siphon myself, and I totally forgot about it. And then also, of course, you can never have enough deploy monitors. Let's make this one the high priority. Although it looks like they're both going to finish in the same turn anyway. This is close enough to another player's border that we probably should upgrade the infrastructure, get a better garrison in place. But let's go production first so that we can get all that military stuff done more quickly. These two cities together are going to be very, very powerful at putting out military units. Should be able to defend ourselves reasonably well. Alright, how does the energy siphon actually work? Collects 50% of a targeted player's total energy income. So we just pick somebody, I don't know, probably her, right? What is this number? Chance that this operation is going to succeed. Chance that they will detect it. Yeah, okay, so we definitely want to do it on her, though, because Sashimoto's paying attention. Uh-oh, detected. We are unable to install the energy siphons. Unfortunately, our agents broke under enemy interrogation and revealed our involvement in the operation. Well, that's crummy. So Secto publicly complimented you. Cena insulted you. Not a big surprise there. Use 5 different covert operations to get a doctrine that makes you better at defending against them, and also a powerful item that allows your heroes to make an army invisible. That does seem useful. And that gets us the operator, which is fine. To be perfectly honest, I don't think we're ever going to use this. But I do love just completing stuff for the sake of completing stuff. Attacking this hero will make them permanently hostile to you. Why would you choose to just fight? Or I guess if you were going to turn them down, it's XP. Reject this hero, they'll leave, and a new hero will appear shortly when we have the energy to recruit one, perhaps. And then Cena is going to be mad at us. So we should probably continue probing her territory. It'd be cool to have advance warning if she starts moving an army in this direction. So what do we want now? We have that cool new doctrine. Sorry, this cool new doctrine. We have the doctrine slot. I suppose we should pick up some like basic development stuff. Diplomatic Analysis Wing and the Cosmite Research Center are both fine, but maybe not actually necessary for us at the moment. We need to figure out what the terrain types of our stuff, the terrain types of our sectors are. Is it clear to us from the map? I do like that it's nice and easy to see information at a glance here, but it does not give us information on the terrain type of the sectors. So this one's arid, that's what I thought. This one is also arid. Over here we have some more lush stuff, but some of these sectors are arid probably, right? Mountain fungal... Forest fungal. Yep, forest fungal again. Okay. So we have a lot of arid stuff in the south, arid mountainous stuff in the south. So what are our actual options here? Mountain and forest are the things that we have a lot of. All production and food sectors in forests, all production and energy sectors in mountains. We do have a number of mountainous areas with production built in them. Let's throw that in after we get the energy development thing. You're just headed home. You actually don't have anything totally critical to do right at this moment. I feel like it's been a little while since that was true. Well, yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with it. I guess we can just, like, head south and scout. This army moves slowly enough that I'm a little worried about them being out of position in a way that's not quickly recoverable. So I guess I'm going to turn around. And obviously we always want to be fighting stuff, but we do not have a lot of convenient targets at the moment. Okay, we are going to get over here before the quest timer runs out, but only just barely. Secto and AS signed a non-aggression pact. That's cool. Maybe we'll be friends with Aya after all? Yes, do the thing that you were told to do. Really don't need any of those kinds of improvements. I think we want military research pretty badly. It does seem like you can get through the tech tree very quickly. Okay, let's wrap around this way a little bit more. We can catch sci-fish units as they try to come out of the lake, maybe. A risky battle. Oh, their defender power is actually pretty close to our attacker power. Let's run this one manually. I bet we can tip it in our favor with our tactical operations. We'll probably be fine. Okay, so they're all networked and gain-in buffs and pass-in buffs to each other. Uh-oh. They're getting multiple levels of network buff. So that's a golem. And then these other things, we don't really know what they are, so let's have a look at them. Okay, if we double-click, we can get actual readouts of the buffs. Another thing that I was told on Twitter by that helpful person. So 1 level of staggered impact, plus 10 accuracy, plus 2 arc resistance. That's actually a real shame. Arc resistance is a real kick in the teeth for us. You know what? It is for the other army. The golems don't do arc damage. So yeah, it's not actually that bad for us. What else does this Justicar do? It has a Punisher missile, which has a tremendous range and does a huge amount of damage. That sucks. Well, it's long enough range that we can't really afford to just, like, play back. I guess we have to move forward cautiously in such a way that only one person gets hit by the missile. It didn't actually say on it what its range was. I'm assuming that it's 1 hex in every direction. We're going to move you way, way up. So we can get close enough to start firing. I mean, let's make our construct and see what happens here. They may choose to devote their Punisher attacks in this direction so as to get the the hit on the construct. I don't really know what to do with you. I mean, I certainly don't want to be so far back that we aren't able to get good shots off next turn. Most AoE stuff doesn't hit the air, so I'm not too worried about this guy moving forward and getting hit with the missile. You know what we didn't do is actually look at the monitors. So they have some mining lasers. They have a defense laser that does 11 damage, melts armors. They, of course, have the ability to network everybody together. Can only be used once per battle, and they've both used it already. So you have to have 3 different units with initialized connections to get the 20% bonus damage. Man, 20% bonus damage on all attacks and also +1 range is pretty bananas. I'm really glad they don't have a third guy. Oh no, wait. They don't, right? Yeah, okay, they only have networks level 2. I was suddenly not certain whether or not this guy had also used a network ability. Well, I suppose we can just, like, roll forward here and take pot shots, and if I distract them into shooting at the inspector instead of shooting at our important units, that's probably fine, actually. This one does not have Overwatch due to not being as experienced as the other. I guess we'll run over here. Like, that golem has to move to melee range to attack. Okay, single target Punisher missile, pretty good. Defense lasers, not really getting a lot done. The golems are pretty heavily guarded. Okay, and we resisted the blind. That is wonderful. So we want our melee units to take down the ground guy as quickly as possible. We gotta make sure our flying units, or our ranged units, are shooting at their flyers. So we're gonna have a hard time bringing those guys down. So wait, we're gonna trigger his Overwatch no matter what? Does he have, like, an improved Overwatch thing? This unit cannot be flanked. But usually when you mouse over somebody who has Overwatch, in the little section there it says Overwatch will trigger on graze or miss. So this does 20 damage in one attack. This does 13 damage 3 times, but he does have 5 armor. It's still better. So yeah, he got his thing off no matter what. It's a little bit of a bummer. Could run over there and just self-destruct. He has 24 health. That would get him most of the way dead. We can finish him off with a tactical operation if we want. Honestly, that might be the thing. Because our attacks here really aren't going to do that much damage, but he doesn't armor off that much of a self-destruct. Like, as a percentage. He's going to resist 5 damage here, though. Yeah, it's not going to kill him. Actually, he's resisting 7 damage. Why is he resisting 7? Shouldn't it just be 5? He has 5 armor and nothing else. Does he have... Huh. Alright, maybe we actually are going to have to apply some ranged attacks. Like, he has to die. I do not want him getting free heals and undoing our hard work here. These two can just rush this guy, I guess. Oh, I should have had him run forward and do the explosion. I mean, 75% is pretty good. And if this lands like it looks like it might, then we can finish this dude off with our flyer. Oh, never mind. He got there. I thought it was going to leave him with a tiny bit of health left, actually. So I don't think we need to launch a heal right this second. I think we want to just put damage on somebody. Probably this guy. Although we're not able to get much of a shot on him. roll up here and make it green. I guess that's probably worth doing. Just gotta start wearing them down. So do we want to bother throwing a tactical operation? I don't think we need to, actually. Alright, you are definitely going to just back off and heal yourself. But good job absorbing an entire turn of fire. Alright, at this point, it is definitely just melee attack, because you have to melee attack so many times. Okay, easy enough. And then, unfortunately, we don't have super great range on this dude. That's a shame. Would have been really nice to get a little bit lucky there. Now maybe it's not necessary, because our hero's incredibly badass. He sort of has it under control. These golems really do, like, they take a ton of damage every time we fight, and they don't really heal very quickly. Alright, 10 more favor. We're getting there. We'll make more than friends with them yet. Okay, so Twisting Sands is a research place, right? Yeah, we have a Psi Shrine. Actually, the Psi Shrine doesn't actually care how we put the thing together. And it's spec'd equally well for all of the different resource types, so... Yeah, this just has to be within the colony's domain. Maybe we do production again? We probably have good enough production here, and we do need science. We do need resource production. A civil engineering guild? No, this is definitely a military engineering guild kind of situation. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but if it does suddenly matter, we'll be happy we were spec'd for military production. Okay, so we pulled up another doctrine slot here. Let's actually get that Echo Protocol locked in. We really do need to, Oh, that just went active immediately. We had enough resources built up. Yeah, we definitely do need to get our power output up a little bit. You can't go wrong with Deploy Monitor. Okay, now we're just better at producing everything, which is pretty great. What a good protocol. Sina has declared war on Aya. Sina denounced Secto. Well, it seems like one person is becoming the global villain in this scenario, which works out pretty well for me since it's not me and everything. Somebody completed the negotiator. We have to buy one more thing. 50 influence and 50 energy. That's a shame. We don't actually care about the doctrine. We do have ops ready to prime. We have ops ready to launch. Let's not worry about that right now. We definitely still can't afford to recruit the hero. Would be cool to bring a Kirko on, I suppose, but gonna have to wait. Alright, we have the ability to make energy sectors now. We're working on mountain exploitation. We're still 10 turns off of Alter Reality, except it won't actually be 10 turns, of course. And I don't know that I want to spend anything continuing to prime stuff right now. You know, I think we can go to the Autonom and ask them for a quest. Maybe we have to do that with an actual unit. Please activate your trading protocols. We have 54. How much favor do we need to level up? Still 30. So buying something at the friendship level wouldn't be a bad idea. We do have mechanical units that we got from them. So these self-repair systems would help to deal with the fact that the golems are always taking a ton of damage and healing really slowly. Monitors don't seem great outside of the networking thing, which, to be fair, is really powerful. You know what? Let's buy the ability to make this mod. So now we only need 20 favor. Hopefully they'll give us a quest or two soon. Buy 3 dwellings from an NPC faction. You know, I would love to. Aya insulted me. You know, I'd be real careful. Actually, no, it totally doesn't matter. So she's just mad because we're completing tasks. Apparently that upsets the AI. Good to know. I'm going to try to go around the mountains rather than through them. I am slowly learning. Who are these idiots? This is an assembly race base. We'd have to give them 56 influence for negotiations, so we probably do want to just take this over. Not through violence, which means we are not ready to do it yet. Let's head north. There's definitely some stuff to do up here. We can keep killing, keep getting science. Upgrade our energy sector. Do we have an energy sector, really? That doesn't... Yeah, we totally do. I'm gonna say, that doesn't sound like me, but I guess... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, that's a good thing to upgrade, then. Considering that we do actually need energy somehow. And what do we want to do with our deploy monitor? Do we just want to hold off? No, I kind of want to get vision deeper into her land here. Okay, so she's got a real, like, weird amalgamation of units. Beetles and scyfish and stuff. Nothing terribly terrifying. Nothing that looks like it would kill us all. Although, again, you know, I just don't really have the I don't have the context and stuff yet to recognize an army that really looks like it would kill us all, so I guess I can't say that. Build you some peer-to-peer nodes. We are sovereign, no server required, rebuild into individual self-determination. Yeah, sure, I can help with that. They'll give us a free sentinel, which I don't really care about, but I do care about the favor. There we go. We'll be able to get onto the road next turn. And you guys are just headed up here. Crossing the river, or crossing the mountains into crossing a river, unfortunately, is going to mean it's taken forever for us to get across there. Santa insulted you, and also sent another message, which sure looks like an insult to me. Our disgust with you is cause enough to declare war. But you haven't, right? No, not yet. Hold on. Let's, what's everybody's opinion here? So Secto is kind of friends with Aya. Sina is at war with Aya. Maybe we could make a little bit of a friendship here, sort of form a power block, and then crush Sina of House Timur and use her units to generate science for a little while. Let's see if we can maybe make some friends here. Announcements. I don't really want to spend influence this way, but we do have to get her on our good side. Maybe we could just try negotiating a non-aggression pact. She's pretty busy right now. Whoa, what was that? Did you see her put her whole hand through her other hand? That was pretty wild. Here, I thought they were just humans. Okay. She's in a place right now where she wants to have friends. Make an alliance with 2 different players, that's a pretty distant concern. Happiness is going nuts, which is great for us. We can... I am the pioneer, apparently. Our colonies have instantly gained 50 happiness, which is what caused all those happiness events. 100 opinion with other players, probably not worth the doctrine slot right now. I can at least see why you would want to do that one. Alright, so we have lots of places where we can do more annexing. I guess that's something that this army can get up to. We know we want to take the smog pipes. Ooh, look at that. Expansion right up to my borders, huh? You know what? I'll let you have Hygiene Heights. I think you need it more than I do. Oh, sick burn. We have another hero join offer. Secto's denouncing Sina. Yeah, we're gonna end up forming a power block off of the fact that Sina cannot keep her business straight. We're probably gonna get a little bit of a frustrated message when we take this sector over. So we should maybe get this city building military units, or maybe building some military buildings so that we can build military units. Oh, that's right. This is a Kirko base. Well, let's start with the skirmisher barracks. We'll figure it out. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. If I hit cancel here, what happens? Does this hero just hang out? Because I would love to recruit this guy next turn. I'm going to hit cancel. Okay, he's still hanging out. Yeah, we'll see. What do we want to grab over here? This is a mountain Arctic with a river and an overgrown biodome. So we could make a food thing here. I don't know if that's exactly what we want to do. Over in the Wondrous Ruins, it looks like there's a... Is that just a pickup? Increased vision range and also influence. Vision and sensor range for units in this sector is increased. All units gain detection, and tactical operations do not cost operation points. That's interesting. So we'd have to annex through the Wondrous Ruins to get there, but that might be worth doing. We don't really have a lot of super high value territory right next to the city anymore. There's an uninhabitable mountain. Doesn't really seem like the right play. I don't know. You guys get across this river. And then do we want to have these dudes come out and grab the Wondrous Ruins? I think so. Let's expand this way. The ruins themselves are not great, but we'll get to the good stuff eventually. And you should start work on those peer-to-peer nodes, because I think everybody else is pretty busy. Just make sure we can build all of the units we're going to want to build here. I think there is some chance that we are about to be at war with another player for the first time this game. So she is moving stuff. I mean, not exactly up toward the front, and she doesn't have a huge amount of units over here, but it's enough to make me nervous, at least. This bottlenecky area will make a good place to defend ourselves. Alright, so let's annex. She's going to be a little cross with us about this, but I think it's the right move. Also, the Psyfish aren't going to like it too much, but screw them. Cancel. Wasn't I supposed to have a lot more... Did I spend energy already? Okay, they want some Cosmite. I'm fine with that, actually. Press M to confirm movement. Yes, do that thing. Get the visit buff, and then I guess just look around a little bit more. I don't know if there's a lot else for us to do since we can't go fight the Psyfish. Maybe fall back into defensive positions since it looks like we might get attacked. And you can just attack totally random people because any kill is science. Oh no, that's... Sorry. That's an autonom. I don't need to fight you, sorry. Maybe I should grab Pristine Perch? I don't know. Okay, these guys we can go kill. Without it being a major international incident. Okay, is it time to just start building? Oh, we should definitely increase our exploitations. We don't need to build more units yet, and we're already having so many power problems. Our power gain keeps, like, fluctuating wildly throughout the turn, which I'm not 100% clear on why that's happening. Oh, you know what? It's because whenever a city doesn't have a build order, it's sitting there in produce energy mode. So whenever a city needs new build orders, it looks like we are getting a lot of energy until I commit the new build order. That's what's happening. Oh hey, we've met Corvin Jalezo. Not friendly with Aya, pretty friendly with Sina, so maybe not a potential friend to us. We'll say nice to meet you for the moment. He's actually far less negative on us than a lot of people have been. Let's compliment him about his general competency at Empire tasks. Oh, we did this thing. Absolutely take that. And then we're going to leave the capital on energy production so that we can hire the new hero. Alright, mountain exploitation is a go. What is all this stuff? Planetary unification protocol. Okay, this is to start trying to win the diplomatic victory. I'm not too concerned about that. Upgrades the scanners in your colonies, giving them +3 vision and scanner range. That's actually pretty cool. A big boost in passive vision range does sound useful. Maybe we should be looking toward the next happiness building, though. Because we're still, like, even though we have all of the happiness structures here, we're still producing population very rapidly. Okay, Aya sent a message. Our relationship suits us fine as rivals. But I want to be friendly. Okay, you're at war with the Devar. Well, that makes being friendly with her a little awkward. Maybe our relationship is exactly what it ought to be right now. I have no wish to see our relationship change. Then why did you call me? For what reason would you call me up to say this? So he's going to say no to this then. Okay. We could try to do some pronouncements. Let's compliment him. It would be cool to make actual friends, actual allies with another player. Just to give us a little bit of cover, you know? Alright, let's go fight these dudes. Well, actually, there's an energy stash there. So we don't need the city to be in energy production mode. It could do something more useful. Yeah, like build more ability to make energy. So we'll just get the energy for the hero this way. We do need to specialize the new sector. It's going to be another industrial exploitation, right? Because heavy weapons factory... Well, actually, the heavy weapons factory doesn't really need us to be specialized that way. We do have a factory complex as well. But I guess this would be best off as a science sector. Okay. Who am I to argue with the little icons on the screen? Why would I do that? So what do we want to do with you? I guess we can pull back and like fight the stuff in the transmission terminal area. That'll give us something to do without taking us too far away from what might end up being the front in a war. Or a front in a war, at least. So we'll kill these guys, get the energy pickup, and then we'll process the hero. Oh, sector declared war. And then Sina won a battle right in front of us. Whole thing's getting a little complicated, diplomatically speaking. Alright, let's blow these guys up. Get ourselves a great big energy convoy, and then we can finally recruit a hero of a new faction, which is pretty cool. This army's actually full now. I was gonna fold him in here. Well, I guess I'm not going to then. I don't know what I want him to do. He could just hang out and form another army. He could come over to what I suspect is going to be the front of a war. Yeah, let's have him do that. He can just add a little bit of force over here. So, Thaliope the Crafter. I don't know that I want to put you on a mount. We could give you that Scorcher rifle. That's probably a good idea. That's a pretty decent rifle. And then give your weapon Demolisher, which is like, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. It's also free, since it's a piece of loot, so why not? And then, what do we want to do with you? You know what? Overwatch is good. Parasitic spray. The chance to apply parasitic infection. Rapid movement. Provide all units in the army with +2 resistance to all status effects. You know what? Given how powerful the status effects are in this game, and they really are, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe being broadly resistant to status effects is important. Alright, we do have some ops ready to prime. We've been a little tight on resources, so we haven't been doing it too much. But we probably ought to get another monitor out at the very least, right? And we probably want to launch it in Sinus territory. I just want to, I want to know exactly what is going on in here. There we go. For some reason it didn't place the first time I clicked. Okay, Salineth. There we go. There's the capital. It would be a pretty long march if we wanted to try to kill her. That's a lot of travel. Alright, let's get up here. Well, we're not going to fight the Autonom, obviously. You are, in fact, out of movement. So each colony gains an additional 1 energy per citizen in citizens working on energy for each mountain sector within its domain. This is actually a fair amount of energy, right? It's a couple of energy here per citizen working it. That's pretty good. I think we'll take that. We got to get our energy income up in a good place. We don't even have enough energy to build units. Okay. Well, we're getting our resource incomes going. It looks like the end of the totally internal build-up phase has arrived, and we're going to be moving into the making enemies and slash and throats phase real soon. Maybe tomorrow, because that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see who ends up stomping on who, and we'll see you then.